Hello and welcome, Neko Vermillion here with another video. And no, this is going to be any thoughts related to modern music or anything like that. Instead, this is going to be a fun video where I talk about something interesting. See, watching, while watching Anthony Fantano's videos, I have come to see that he talked about something called wrapped up, I don't know. But basically, people talking about like what they listen to over the course of the year. I think it's Spotify's thing. I don't remember. But something interesting is that YouTube's music section does something similar. And so I got my 2023 music recap, as it's called. I don't know how to access it on my laptop, so unfortunately I have to read this off of my phone. Anyways, so sharing what I've done with my use of YouTube. Normally it would be YouTube Music, but for some reason the YouTube Music app acts very weird on my phone, so I'm stuck doing this through YouTube. But even then, at least what you watch on both YouTube and the Music app does get collected into one thing. Now, according to this, I spent 14,597 minutes on the music side of YouTube this year. That's 2.8% of my year. Okay. My top artists, according to this, let's see. Basically, anyone under Arc System Works got there twice. Daisuke Shiwatari and Naoki, who's a vocalist. Nate Wants to Battle. Akatsuki Records, who's famous for doing Toho Project remixes. And Sega, which may seem weird. Why the hell would there be video games associated with music? It's actually a lot more normal than some people think. With, of course, Daisuke Shiwatari being the top artist for me. Although they put it as Arc System Works, but whatever, it is what it is. And then there's, let's see, I was in the top 4% of Nate Wants to Battle listeners, Nathan Sharp. I listened 5 times as much as the average listener. I do have to admit, Sandcastle Kingdoms is a classic album and classic song. As for Arc System Works, when it comes to it, obviously it's the Guilty Gear soundtrack. Drift being the one track that I listen to the most. Since January 8th, 70 total listens. Okay. Others include Crawl, which is also from Guilty Gear, The Circle, and Rock Parade. The only thing that's in the middle of this would be a song called Paradise Lost from Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. I admit, Paradise Lost is a really good song. Yeah, I'm sure you're seeing an interesting pattern here. Let's see. Top playlist, nothing here really, just like 2 of which are just personal playlists of mine. Oh, the one thing that's odd here is Donkey Kong Country 3 soundtrack restoration. Yeah, there's a project to basically take compressed music from video games and uncompress them. Or at the very least, play them back in a uncompressed manner. And apparently Donkey Kong Country 3 is the soundtrack I listen to the most. I thought it would be the other ones. But I won't deny that the soundtrack of Donkey Kong Country 3 is pretty good. So yeah, there's that. As for top albums of 2023, number 1, Sandcastle Kingdoms from Nate Wants to Battle. Number 2, Paid in Exposure, again, Nate Wants to Battle. Third place, That Monster Show original score from Carl King. Fourth, That Moment in the Clearing from Venus Theory. And number 5th is a single, which is Unison from Hosho Marine. Of all the things I listed, of all the VTubers I listen to, the one that gets the top pick is Hosho Marine. I figured that last year. I know last year I listened to her music a lot, but I guess this year with it. Overall, my music this year was, oh yeah, it says like categories. 30% dramatic. I guess that's something you could use to describe Guilty Gear's soundtrack, as well as the music of Nate Wants a Battle. 24% energizing. Not sure what that means. 22% sad. Yeah, there's a lot of songs out there that are really sad type of songs. Um, let's see. And I'm sure some people take a lot of wild guesses because like Guilty Gear's on there and Sega. So of course some songs in Sega's roster are pretty sad too. 15% uplifting and 6% upbeat. I figured uplifting and upbeat would be identical, but I guess not. Let's see. I listen to 45 genres, but my favorites are, let's see, 23% video game music, obviously. 13% heavy metal. Again, that's an obvious thing. 10% Anison. I don't know what Anison is. I haven't even looked it up, but whatever. 6% Japanese rock. And 3% regular rock. I could see that. So, if my year wasn't outcome covered, they put a crown. I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, top artists. The two from Arc System Works, which of course Daisuke Shibutari and Naoki. Third place, Nathan Sharp, aka Nate Wants to Battle. Fourth place, Akatsuki Records. And fifth place, Sega. And top tracks are Drift, Crawl, Paradise Lost, The Circle, and Rock Parade. So yeah, that's me rating off my 2023 music recap off of YouTube. There's a lot more I can say that, but I don't know what else to say. I just find this interesting and worth sharing. Because with people sharing what they listen to on Spotify, I mean, I figured, why not? So with all that said, I am Neko Vermillion, and I thank you for watching.